Okay, welcome back. Thanks for the arrest. One thing we forgot to do was emergency briefing or safety briefing. Do you know what to do in the case of an emergency? Do you know where to get out from?
Just follow the instructor.
Just follow the instructor. Okay, yeah. There's one exit point here. It just leads directly outside. I think the assembly point is somewhere over that side, and also that side. That side, yeah.
The assembly point. Okay, so I'll do it as well. So there are no. There is no fire safety drill today that is scheduled, but if anything, there will be fire marshals that will assist you to bring you to the right place. So it will be, if you go outside I-Center, and then if you go, it's in between the buildings and all. So the building, this big building here, and then this like broken building, so it's in the middle there. So we will assist you and we will bring you there in case of any emergency. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. That's important to do a safety briefing because we're not familiar with the place. And I can tell you from my experience, if an emergency does happen, people will panic. And that's for sure. And even our trained emergency coordinators last time, we put in so much scenarios in the emergency drill, he panicked and then hung up the instructor. Yeah, so we had to terminate the exercise. All right. What we'll do in this mentoring session is slightly different to probably other mentoring sessions we've done before. Is that we're going to split the duration of the topic into 3 phases. The first part is to give you a foundation, a good understanding of what the topic is all about. Just an awareness session so that everybody is on the same level of understanding, at least. Yeah. So what is business operations? You could have your ideas. You've probably read it, but let's make sure that everybody understands what that is. That will be about 10-15 minutes. It will be a lecture type of session where I will do the presentation. Yeah, and then to bring you to this idea of what needs to be asked and what needs to be thought of the particular subject, we're going to have discussions with us asking you structured questions or specific questions. Yeah, that will lead you to thinking, oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe that relates to the problem or the current concerns that I have with my business. Yeah, so that will then lead us to an open session. So this may be slightly mixed. The open session is questions and answers. We want you to bring up your issues, your concerns. If you don't have any concerns, maybe you want to do a new set of business, new startup. Yeah, how do you want to do that and that sort of thing. So anything that's related to you, because this is yours. You will have stories from us, you will have experiences from us, and if the 3 of us don't have the answer or solution, yeah, we can direct you to how to get it. But we're not going to give you the exact solution because one solution doesn't fit all. Yeah, so you need to be able to relate that to your own situation. Okay? Yes, I know how to use this.
You learn something new.
Just mula-mula, why does it work? One thing I forget, always switch it on. There's a long button here. Anyway, so today the session 1 will be on, what is it? Yeah, the key concepts in business operations. And the second part will be analyzing and improving your business operations. Okay? What is business operations? Anybody? Kacau tiang, yeah? It's like if I miss you, I'll miss her. You know, it's like kacau tiang.
You can miss me.
Yeah, I think yeah. business operations, everyone? Any idea?
Day-to-day management of the business.
Yes, day-to-day management of business. That sounds right.
Organizational structure.
It's a part of it. Yeah. Anything else?
The tools you use for the business.
The tools that you use for business. Yes, that's part of business operations. You've got something on your mind.
Coordinating work-class material.
Yeah, coordinating materials. That is part of it.
Money,
Money. Yeah.
stocks.
So, what it is simply, yeah, the topics will be run through all that. We talk about business operations, its purpose, components, the whole area of business operations. So what is it? What it is? It's simply put as your day-to-day activities to run your business so that you make money, make profit. It's as simple as that. And it's so simple, it's like, why am I being taught about this? So let's have a look at this video. How do you operate this? Because actually, did you click that? Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
It's one of the primary functions or departments of any organisation, alongside the likes of marketing or finance. Operations are
Can you hear?
making, helping, delivering, but real work that creates and provides what the customer
Hold on.
Okay, masalah technical.
wants. Airlines transport people, a vessel.
Assuming it's already prepared.
You speak to my phone, but I use
Okay, so can I pair it with you?
So this is business operations, make sure. You get your connectivity right.
So
Yeah.
can you go back to the first slide?
What was it? Your question?
What is business operations?
What is business operations? Daily activities or day-to-day activities.
Or day-to-day?
Yeah.
So my question
Run
is
business, make profit.
so in the business hierarchy or organization, right? You have marketing, sales, accounting. So operations fall under its own category, or how is it organized?
Yeah. Operations is essentially the whole
The whole thing.
Yes.
Oh.
The whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So operations includes business operations, includes marketing and sales. That's a marketing and sales operations. It's to make sure that your business contributes to your business in marketing and sales. The organization chart, you need to have to know who's going to do what and what are the responsibilities. Yeah. A one-man show business is like you don't need a big organization chart because you're doing everything yourself. But what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? So that falls under business operations. Yeah, but how does it work?
Should be connected.
Yeah, it's connected to that. I close it. Open up.
So, play it again. Yeah. Okay. After that.
Business operations are the core daily activities that an organization does to create value and earn a profit. It's one of the primary functions or departments of any organization, alongside the likes of marketing or finance. Operations are the doing, making, helping, delivering, the real work that creates and provides what the customer wants. From a coal mine digging up coal, an airline transporting people, a restaurant cooking for and serving their customers, or a digital marketing agency doing its graphic design and setting up ad campaigns. The operations are the core activities of those businesses, the systems that transform inputs into higher value outputs. Operations management involves coordinating resources, forecasting demand, inventory management, capacity planning, demand management, scheduling resources, systems and layout design, performance management, improvement, and having an operations strategy to get the most out of it all. Operations are the essential department of most organisations, be that a typical business or a non-profit organisation such as a government hospital or a charity. The operations are where the essential value-creating work gets done, taking inputs such as materials, people, skills, machines, technology, and the act of processing them into higher value outputs.
Okay.
Business operations.
Right. So what do you get out of that? Business operations is basically the ordinary activity, which includes the marketing, the production, and it gets what input, and you convert that into operations, and then you get your desired or value output. Now, have you all done your business plans? Yeah. No. Okay. A business plan. What is it? It's a plan to.
Business statement.
Okay, let's go for the business plan. Business statement.
How to do business.
How to
It's
actually.
like a guideline for the.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a guideline. Those who haven't done business plan, Bob is meant to reach out to. I do some business plan training as well. So business plan is basically telling you how you want to run your business and what you want to achieve out of it. And if you see here, business plan includes, the mission statement, the executive summary is to tell the summary of that whole business plan. Mission statement, what you want to do and how you're going to do it in very simple terms. And what are you going to produce? What product are you going to sell? What services are you going to sell? How are you going to sell that? And SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This is a very, very important tool. Yeah? That you use in determining how you're going to go and market and sell your products. Financial planning is the money that's needed to run your business and to keep your business going. Competitor analysis, who are your competitors? How are you going to compete or sell your products better than them? And part of the business plan is your operations, usually what we call as an operation plan. Oops. So an operation plan, so I'm just trying to get used to using this. Operations plan actually transform your business strategies, what you've actually said in your business plan, into actionable plans to make your business run and essentially get profit. That's what a business plan is. Operations. The operations plan is here ensures that everyone at every level, if you have quite a good number of staff or employees, including your suppliers, including your subcontractors, if you're using any, they are all aligned, they know what they're working on and how to actually work on it. And essentially, you want to grow your revenue, then you get more money in, more businesses, obviously increase productivity, your output, and achieve your desired outcome. So essentially, what we want to do with business plan is to create value and earn a profit. So it dictates how you want to operate your businesses. And the purpose of business operations then, that has a good business plan, is crucial for any success. Always plan ahead. like what we did as mentors, the three of us, we sort of like never done this together before. So we actually sat down 2 times, yeah, communicated online by WhatsApp on odd hours, yeah, and to make sure that our presentation, our mentoring sessions here is a success and beneficial for you. So planning is important. Yeah, so in order to achieve your goals, targets, importantly here, turn your business strategy into reality. Yeah? And remember that business operations varies for different businesses. Okay? However, the main components of a business operations are 4. You may argue it's 5, 3, 6, but these are the 4 that I feel that are important and plays a major part of it. One is, what are you going to produce? How are you going to produce? What are your services? Production also means that your productivity of your employee, of your services. For instance, like me, when I do my inspections at site, I produce inspection reports. And how do I produce? I've got a standard. Yeah. So the clients needs to understand demands on what I'm reporting, what are my recommendations, and so on. So that's your productivity. Marketing and sales industry very, very important in any sort of business. Yeah. Don't want to elaborate that further. Finance management. You need money to make money. Yeah. And it's all about making money, making profits, yeah? And then you've got human resources. You're talking about not just in hiring and firing people, but also making sure that your resources, your people, are competent, qualified to actually do the job. If they're not, what do? We get them to train up, yeah, to train them up. And these are the 4, and what it is that they don't stand alone, they don't work alone. Hence the representation in gears, using gears, they actually work in tandem with each other. You can't have a business operations just looking into human resource. Human resource looks into, like we said when I was on Champion 7 in operations, I said, Haja, HR, I need more people to do maintenance on my turbine. She says, yes, we have a lot. And finance people said, do you have the money to recruit them? Yes, so you need to be able to work together and look at the optimum solution. And as I said, there are other components. If you're manufacturing, like making blades, yeah, and so you have a manufacturing part of your business operations. It's slightly different from production because you're making it from raw material. Quality control, to make sure that your product and your services are at a standard quality. You may include processes of quality control, or you want to include quality management inside your business operations. Supply chain, what does that mean? Materials, procurement, purchasing, yeah? Doing contracts with your suppliers, with your contractors, yeah? You may have delivery. There must be a contract, agreed rate on what the delivery services and prices are. So you can see there, yeah, all of these are components of a complex business.
My question is for startups, right?
Yeah.
So like me, I pretty much do half or most of it.
Yeah.
Then from a startup to a sort of maybe medium-sized business,
Yeah.
how do we then start to specialize and break it into these different departments?
You start with your business plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So what would the transition or the transformation look like?
Okay,
from
so when you look at this, your business plan tells you what you're going to do, what you want to achieve.
yeah.
And part of the business plan has your operations plans, the who, the how, and the what to actually operate your business. And then in your operations plan, you may have the requirements for marketing. Yeah, in this case, you want to market at in a specific marketplace or specific customers, specific industry. So you look into that, how are you going to do that? Okay, how much marketing you want to do? Inside a business plan, you have competitive analysis. Yeah, so you actually analyze your competitor. So from there, from all of this, you then decide how much you want to do human resource. I mean, if there's only one of you, or you may want to include, what are the demands, what are the requirements of that human resource. You want a driver. What are the competencies and skills or qualification of the driver? Does he have to have class 3 or class 5 driving license? It's a simple example. So it's up to you in your business plan to actually dictate what should be included. Anything else?
So what we're trying to say here is that depending on your business, all these components of business operation don't necessarily have to be done. Yeah. The idea when Ian was saying that you need to focus on your business plan, what is it that you want to achieve? So for example, if it's more specific with marketing, you may not need these other elements, supply chain and whatnot. Focus only what you want to achieve, based on what you want to do. All these elements is just there for a reason, depending what business that you're in. Got the mean?
Yeah. Thanks, Raja. HR. We need HR. Alright, so let's have a look at, this is a simplified business operations for a retail firm or retail shop. Yeah? Retail selling goods. So you can see there, it's only 4. The services, customer service, for instance. Yeah? Sales, you have a point of sales system. Marketing, how much marketing you have to do, what sort of marketing you have to do, you have to do branding as part of marketing. And you probably need to buy supplies for stocking your goods. Yeah? So it could be just only 4 of this. You see that there's no human resource. Okay? Maybe it's part of services. Yeah, because probably you just have 1 or 2 employees. Now when we look at a manufacturing firm, you'll notice that it's a lot different to this, isn't it? You have probably the same in terms of services and sales, but because it's manufacturing, you include business operations in manufacturing the goods. Yeah? To improve the manufacturing process or to improve the product, you may need to have research and development. Okay? What business were you doing this time? Huh?
Wedding service.
Oh, yes, the wedding thing, yeah. So you may have to do a research and development on this sort of wedding products or equipment that's used. Yeah? And for manufacturing, for instance, you will need raw material. And where do you buy the raw material from? I was just asking Rizal, what is the metal used that he uses for his knives? Especially for cooking knives, there have to be specific metal that doesn't rust easily. Yeah, so it's got this katana type of metal, which is quite interesting. Yeah? So you see there, business operations differs from one business to another. So, as I said, it's very, very important to get your business plan right. In that business plan, you have your operational or operations plan, and that will help you to dictate the type of business operations and the complexity of the business operations. Right? Okay. Good. So what are the benefits of an efficient business operation? It's a lot. And one thing that I'm really all about is it improves your risk management. So if you have a good business plan that you review on a regular basis, you actually have a good management on your business risks. I'm a safety and health management guy. My risk assessment talks about making sure that workers don't get injured. And how do I do that? I look at the things that causes harm or things that may cause harm, I look at the consequences if someone does get harmed, and I make sure that I put the right measures in place so that I can control the harm from happening. In this case, similar to business operations, you want to put the right control measures. Yeah? Now, you may put, as what we normally term gold plating, your business measures, business controls, and that may be unnecessary cost to you. Okay, so risk management is better improved, better customer satisfaction, yeah, and a lot more other things. And there's the other thing that I just mentioned, when you have the risk management, you optimize, not necessarily use the money meaningfully, yeah, you use the money properly. Okay, any other benefits that you can think of if you have a good business operations? How do we get improved efficiency and productivity? Training, yeah. HR. Supaya sampai sini. Certification, qualification, that's training, development. Development not only means training, but getting the right person exposed to certain experiences. Okay. And important in business is that one, isn't it? You have your growth in business and profitability. Right. How do we then improve our business operations? You have your current business operations. We want our business to grow. What are the things that we need to do to improve our business operations? Yes?
Do you have to come up with a document of business operations? Is it? Kalau dapat,
Yes, kalau
have to-
dapat you need
yeah.
to, because then a document is good for you to review that
Will
feature.
it be audited?
Not at the moment, not necessarily. I will, financial audits yearly for Senior Berhad is done on financial auditing, but this one is good for internal audits. So one of the key things that you want to do is to measure your performance. How do you measure performance? By having documented what you have to achieve. Did I achieve what I wanted to achieve? How did I achieve that? That's your performance measurement. I wanted to do a business that I can reap up to $100,000 per month. Yeah? So after 6 months, you do a performance review. Did I actually achieve that? Oh, it's probably $100 a month. Yeah. But how do I improve on that? Yeah? Do I need to invest in people? I can streamline the process. Streamline the process is similar to optimizing your costs. Okay. Example, streamlining processes. Yeah, I think this is more technical. Again, my oil and gas background, and this means a lot to the business because we had to replace valves. Yeah. And well, if you had to replace valves, you have to shut down the production operations. Meaning to say you don't have any production for that particular day. So what we said was, yes, we can do that, but instead of one whole day, I'm streamlining the processes so I can just shut down within 3 hours. But what do I need in order to achieve that? I needed a spare valve to be available next to it, or available anywhere, and bring it on time. And only shut down when the valve is ready, all the crew is ready, and swap it over very efficiently, quickly. So I need the people to be trained. Yeah, and then we achieved that. We actually achieved from 15 hours to 3 hours shutdown. And that means a lot. So one day production, say 170,000 barrels. Yeah, so you lose 170,000 barrels. How much is it? Times $80? It's quite a lot of money, isn't it? But if I just manage to bring it down to 3 hours, I don't lose as much. But I do, that means that I've streamlined my processes. Following the latest trends. Business operations includes using the social media, AI, yeah. And yeah, and again, AI tools. What's the latest trend nowadays in businesses? AI. What else? What else? Come on, what else? Mentoring. That's a new trend, isn't it? You have, my mentor was my uncle on businesses. That was the guy that I got mentored. Nowadays you've got a pool of mentors. Just better. Okay, so this follows your continuous improvement cycle in a zone where you plan, there's your operations plan, business plan, you actually execute your business operations. You check by measuring performance, by auditing, internal audit, by reviewing, did I achieve what I planned to do? And then you put actions in place, such as like streamlining the processes, getting new people, getting new training sorted out, maybe getting a loan from a bank, yeah? And then you actually improve your plan, and the cycle goes along. So this is the continuous improvement cycle. So this is one way of improving your business operations, through your business improvement or continuous improvement. Questions? Right. Right. Now we're going to the next phase. So that's the end of the lecture. Now we want to get this discussion going. And the first question is this. What are simple, right? What are the challenges associated in operating a business? What are your challenges, girls? What's the biggest challenge that you're experiencing now, for instance?
I don't know how to summarize them. Basically, whether or not what we are doing is reaching towards our bigger vision.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if we are putting the right people at where they are now. And
So
whether
it's uncertainty. So how do you then sort of reduce that uncertainty? How would you go about that? So you're not sure whether your business is actually, so it's a lot of uncertainty. Like, how do you actually reduce uncertainty? Mentoring, yeah, get more knowledge. Have you done a lot of competitor analysis? Competitor analysis.
Yes.
Yeah, have you done customer analysis, customer mapping, and that sort of thing? Yeah. Anything else? Any other challenges people are facing?
Government regulation.
Government regulations, yeah.
Same, I was gonna
Same.
say.
Which one in particular?
Yeah.
Because mine is entertainment business, guys.
Uh-huh.
Organized. So now the challenge is
Not allowed in Brunei.
it's regulated, heavily regulated.
Is that impossible?
Macam
Impossible.
our first concert was in 2005. We organized in Jurong Park, open air.
Yes.
Now after COVID, Mohan said not allowed anymore open air.
Okay.
But then when we ask Kenapa, they go just like
Yeah.
It's
it's like that.
Yes.
So it keeps changing balik-balik.
Yeah.
So now we're organizing Luar Negeri lah.
Okay. So open air, you can do it in closed air. Closed.
Because
Area.
kalau Jurong Park, the only close area that we can do is either amphitheater,
Yeah.
which is costly, and Brunei doesn't want to pay tickets to see a show anyway. So, and the other one is a small capacity for 200 people, which we cannot make money as much lah.
Yeah.
So government regulation plays a big part for us.
Okay. Government regulations is a challenge.
Very.
Challenge for you, for your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas in Miri, they just WhatsApp the government. Serious.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why Miri punya entertainment industry is quite.
Yeah.
Same
The
like in-
government policy is also different. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe tutup sekolah mata kali lah, I don't know.
It's different.
Honestly, government still a lot of email back and forth. The email takes 1-2 weeks to reply.
True.
The other countries is just WhatsApp or TikTok, just use straight away. Got a
True.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay. Alright. Not sure what we can do about that. There's a challenge. So
complain.
yeah. Okay. Is that the way of doing it though? Just to complain?
I think
I mean, to
when
solve
enough
problems.
people complain,
Yeah.
the government seems to take action.
If you Reddit.
The Reddit, I think complain too much. I'm good.
Any other ideas that could help with sort of something
Government?
business associations?
Yes, yes.
Associations. We can help you. But I mean the process in design government takes a bit of time. Okay. Alright, so that's a great good challenge. I think there is Bobby, there's a way around it, isn't it?
Yeah, there's always a way around it.
He knows, all the way around he knows. He's very experienced. Yang pentingnya sanang di luar payah digunakan.
So what the storyline is that, you know, if we keep focusing on the limitations that we've got, we're gonna move.
Yeah.
We're not gonna move.
Yeah, but then what we challenge the challenges for us. One, we don't have industry training. Industry training as in like I'm sorry because I'm also a mentor in youth and sports department. I'm a business mentor here. I'm a trainer. Most of the students that will complain to me is it's hard to get financing. When I talk to banks about it, yeah, it is. That at least 1 year punya operation. Second thing, when I talk to UBD punya professors about unemployment, we don't have enough jobs market, and we are government. I'm talking about the government. Government is encouraging people to do business, which is not enough. One cafe will only employ 1 to 3 people. Kadang-kadang ada berhenti saja, that's about it. I talked to UBD about it. Can we do a big industry macam what Malaysia is doing? We're not doing it. So I think government regulation and then there's not enough push political inspiration lah.
What entertainment can you do?
What do you say?
What entertainment can you do? What entertainment can you do?
We do what entertainment?
Yeah.
Can it the drum concert kan?
We can do anything sebenarnya. Tapi the regulation is for me I bring Brazilian punya entertainment. We play there you go. There you go, right? Okay.
See?
What we do is drums and percussion.
So what I'm trying to
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that you need to actually formulate your proposal. Like I want to bring in Brazilian. You know what's the first thought is the Brazilian festival.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all the
Yes, sir.
and all the half-naked people. So how do we actually rephrase that? I want to bring in
Drums and percussion.
exactly. Yeah. So there is always a way around things. You need to just, as Colin just says, don't focus on the problem.
So, like what I'm trying to say, I know this is not easy in Brunei.
Yeah, this is the
So, usually, I mean, coming from a perspective from a Bruneian myself, we talk about that Brunei doesn't believe in Bruneians and whatnot, the challenges. But what we're trying to say here is that we don't limit our opportunities.
Yeah.
So, in a world of businesses, there is always a word like collaborating. Sometimes we see people as our competitors, but they actually can collaborate with us. Now, if you say that this is the business that I want to be in, for example, entertainment, and you know, like Bobby said, that Brunei is a zikr country, it's very hard to get into, right? Because we are very stuck with the regulation of the government and whatnot. So this is what I call it COC and COI. I'm going to share with you something that in business that you guys need to have. This is what I call COC and COI. What it means, what is COC again? Anybody can guess?
Wait, COC.
So this is C, circle of,
Circle off.
circle of, C. It starts with a C, concern.
Concern.
And then inside it is circle of
Conflict of interest.
Different UI.
Influence, yeah.
Now, in business, what we need to see is that you don't focus on this. If you focus on your concern, on your limitations, and whatever it cannot be done, you will not be moving out of your comfort zone. Remember the rule that I shared with you earlier? What you need to do is increase this circle into a bigger circle. So you kill your concern and change your concern into something that you can influence. So many ways of doing it. So, for example, like I said earlier, your entertainment business in Brunei is very hard to to get through because of the government rules and regulation. Can we change the government in Brunei?
Yes,
No.
no.
Let's not get into that.
Well, how can we influence that? That is one thing that we call collaboration. Okay? So for example, myself, it's very hard for me to get training in Brunei because like I'm in town, which is Brunei doesn't live in Brunei, right? So I explore outside, collaboration. I collaborate with training providers outside Brunei, Malaysia, Singapore, Perth, Australia, and UK. So that's how I built myself. So don't focus on the things that you cannot do. Focus on something that you can do. So increase the circle of your influence in whatever you want to do and bring it and kill the concerns that you have. That is the only way that you can kill your challenges in your business. If you keep focusing, it cannot be done, it cannot be done, it will not be done. The rules that I share with you, the 3 rules. Follow me? Back to you.
Thank you, John. So COC is circle of concern, not conformance. And COI is circle of
something that you
influence.
cannot control. Influence you can control.
So yeah, focus on what you can control. Right, what else have we got? What are the most crucial business operation activities in your business? We thought about it, the most crucial. You now know what business operation is. And short time. So, yeah. What's the most crucial to make sure that your business grows? Sales and production? What business did you?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing, yeah. Manufacturing. Key operations. If you focus too much on sales, you just focus on sales and forget about yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anything else? Harold? Tendering process, yes. So understanding what the client needs and looking to that. Yeah. Anything else? Joseph? Yeah, I remember who's that comedian? The film where you know comedian? Joe Boy. Okay, his name is Joseph, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
What's your crucial business operations?
Yeah, one of the crucial business about it is the employees itself.
Employees.
Yes. About the employees because of the behaviors.
Can you elaborate a little bit more? Why is that
Well,
important?
because of the behaviors of it. So the challenges now is between the generations. There is a gap between us as an operations management staff and in between the operators. So these gaps is we are keep on feeling of it.
Right.
There's a difficulty of filling the gap.
Filling the gap.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Filling the gap.
any all these funds, any sort of solutions you came up with?
Yes, we tried to look into those workers or hirings in which they can adapt the culture,
Okay.
adaptability of the culture,
Yeah.
not just because of they are okay, they are very good,
Yes.
they are excel in their academics,
Yeah.
but if they can adapt the culture.
Right.
So that is one of the challenges
So,
that we
yeah,
have.
okay, so the generation gap is
Yes.
a challenge. Anyone else have challenges? No? Thank you, Margaret. What are your business operation activities that you would need to improve so that your business grows? Ken? What do you do?
Doing retail business.
Retail.
Yes.
Okay.
We
You
make-
thought about this?
Yes, all the time.
All the time?
All the
So
time.
what improvement do you like to see?
Maybe I'm trying to expand right now because the business model is systemized. So I'm looking for ways to actually expand the business
Okay.
and not just focus into one line of business. Maybe also get information
Okay.
and advice to go on to the new one.
So do you know where to get that?
No idea yet.
You don't have. Okay, so maybe that's part of the solution. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, anyone else? Anything? You've got something in your mind?
banyak kan cakap tapi macam yeah. Basically, since we have expanded our services to more, they're sort of related to wedding lah, like we have photographies now, jewelry hias, together with pelaminan and baju. Maybe on how to improve on each expansion so that it generates more profit for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, how to improve, maybe how to optimize.
Graduate.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. What about that? The rest of the you've been quiet.
Quiet bunch.
Wait.
Sure.
I
The
feel like
cupcakes.
uh,
Was it cupcakes?
I feel like one of our challenges is to be out there, to be known,
Yes.
to have a brand awareness.
Okay. Brand awareness, alright. Have you thought about ways of doing that?
I feel like right now we wanna be more active, like joining exhibition, like pop-ups and stuff.
Okay, alright. Okay.
And also like similar to Joseph, like employee behavior.
Okay. Yeah, so do you have the same or similar issues with employees? With the
Yeah, like
generation
they
gap?
come and go and because like they see a small business,
Yeah.
like they don't really like take us seriously.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Hi, I'm Sarah. My
Hi, Sarah.
business is Rattan House. We sell rattan furniture and home decor. But we are trying to develop our new core business that concentrate on Asian culture workshop. So we work very close with Asian embassies in Brunei to bring more handicraft workshop
And
to
workshops?
Brunei and to promote the culture of Brunei itself.
Okay.
So what we are trying to improve is the cultural differentiations of me. I'm a Vietnamese living in Brunei for 7 years.
Okay.
My husband a Bruneian, and he's very introvert, just like most of the Bruneian. And Vietnamese, we are very extrovert. But also the way the Bruneian people work very different to the way
Yes.
Vietnamese work.
Yes.
So we have, I have faced many challenges to adapt the way they work
Yeah.
and to train them to work the way I want. So it's a long journey.
So again, it's still the employees is a challenge.
Yes, and then the R&D. So
R&D.
we have to read a lot of history books, research a lot of culture, so make sure it's cross-checked and it's very sensitive.
Yeah. Who do you work with for your research on history?
With some professor from UBD and then on my own.
Okay. Go to the history department. History center. But
Yes.
yeah, you do that?
And handicraft center.
Okay. Interesting. Is there sort of any cultural entertainment? See, collaboration. Anyway, it's something to think about. What about you guys?
We're organizing a Borneo month next year.
Borneo.
Like a Borneo cultural month if you want to join.
Borneo culture.
Month.
Oh, is it the coming one in Pay Center?
No.
No.
It'll be somewhere else, not in Brunei.
Yeah.
Obviously not in
Yes.
Brunei.
There you
Right?
go.
Yes.
So get more details from Pengiran later during the breaks. So who knows that there's a collaboration opportunity.
Yes, and I have found someone who studied history here, borrowing books from her. And yes, I'll talk to you later.
Good. Do more networking and collaboration.
Sir, can I ask? Sure.
Yes.
If you want to expand your operations, right? Which what Virginia is doing. Does it? Do you think that we can do that? I mean, you can do it, or
I mean,
macam opening a factory? You do cupcakes, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like opening a factory, lah.
I think I can, but that is not my goal. Because like I want to have a small factory. Because like Jinju is doing this one phase. Because I feel like the bigger the business is,
Like supply to Ardika.
You just say something like this, you're not yet.
Yeah, maybe we
Not
never
yet.
know.
So be positive of what you're saying. So yes, you are right. What you're trying to say is that she can do a lot more, but that is not the focus at the moment.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. we had the franchising. You went kan, Sarah, for the franchising training? Oh, you didn't. I mean it somewhere else. So the franchising punya training was di sebelah, right? And the franchisor was surprised why I deal no more franchise.
Yeah.
And I asked the owner, right? He cakap the pasal Brunei is like this.
Because
I was like,
sometimes,
what?
sometimes
Franchising
businesses
chances?
are like that. Business owners are like that. They're comfortable where they are, number one. Number two is they want to focus where they are, what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's not that they do not have a vision, they want to be, you know, a big expand or whatever. It's just that they need to be focused at this time where they want to be and how they want to be next. Because you no point to expand if you're not focused. So you need, you know, to expand, you need a lot of capital, you know, investments and whatnot. So there's a lot of things that needs a lot of thinking. Now, if you had a lot of different components of your operation, don't focus all of it at one time to expand. Let's say you have, like what you said earlier, you have this, you have this, you have that. Focus on one area first. Don't focus all at one time. Because there are a lot of time, energy, effort, and time, money involved into that to expand one particular segment of your business. But so that when people ask you, you just say not yet, I'm not yet that. Yes, bring it on, sorry.
Do you actually say, I mean, we as business people, right?
Yeah.
Because I come from a perspective from luar lah.
Yeah.
Because as I said, mentioned today, we don't have enough push for entrepreneurs to Brunei to become big. One is we found out in our programs that they also said that there was not enough mentorship for that. Meaning that we don't even know what franchising is. Okay? And we don't know the opportunities for it. When franchising is one of the biggest things that can happen to you.
Correct.
Like what McDonald's in Malaysia did lah.
Yeah.
Instead of doing, I mean the owner of McDonald's in Malaysia, I can't remember what his name is. Instead of doing some business guy, he bought the franchise to McDonald's bar. So he changes his perspective of how big business is. So my concern is that I've been doing training for almost 10 years now.
Okay.
And I mean, I do talk to some people in Singapore now about this. I said and PDB and bahkan. They always say that, cuman dah, okay pun lah business di rumah ni. You know what I mean is that okay pun lah. But the concern is that we cannot employ a lot of people. So my opinion is that myself as a trainer juga, doesn't push you to do it bigger.
Yeah.
We always train you to be like, okay lah, business, you know, if you earn $100, okay, alhamdulillah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tapi when I went to Selangor Business Summit, right, the entrepreneurs, the startups, when they do Zorang punya presentation, this is startup,
Yeah.
Sidek atau tak? Sidek. The proposal was 1 million above, 1 million above, 1 million
True.
above, 1 million above. Cupcakes, food restaurant, waste disposal, you name it. 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million above. Ada yang 50 million, ada 50 million.
So
So
I
what
agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
Not to stop you that Pangeran, but I agree with you on that one because I'm also a mentor for MSME in Malaysia, where I bring businesses outside Malaysia like Vietnam, you know, because like what you said, these people when they do proposal, it's not 100 over 1,000, it's 1 million or
1 million, yeah.
because that's what they want to be. That's where they want the goals they want to achieve. So for us, I would not be saying that in Brunei the limitation is there. Okay? I wouldn't say. It's a matter of us as individual. Where do we want to bring our business into? Which level we want to bring? And it all goes back to us as business owners. You know, the government, BETB, for example, there are a lot of platforms, the banks, in terms of trying to encourage businesses to go out there. Question is, are we ready for that? Like you said, not many people know about the franchising, right?
Yeah.
Now, how can we educate people in terms of the franchising? We can educate people, make them aware what franchising is all about. No matter what it is, it all goes back to the individual. Like what she was saying, she's not ready yet. Now, for you as a trainer, me and Ian and Bobby here, let's say we run a franchising training, for example. Let's say we can bring as many business owners to attend the training for their awareness sake. But would they go for that? We don't know. Because we are not in a position to push these business owners because they know their own limitation.
Yeah.
So like us, like I said, it's go back to where we need to put our effort, time, energy to something that we can influence. So that's just my 2 cents view. Okay? Back to you, Ian.
Yeah, that's what the meaning.
It's just doing.
Okay, now we yeah, so probably picking up on what you guys are discussing about. As a business owner, as a manager, because you're managing operations, right? How would you then ensure that you only need to focus on your business operations, make sure your business is sustainable, it's moving. How do you make sure it's efficient? As a business and manager, I own a business, I manage the business, I'm a manager. So how do you make sure that your current business operations is efficient? If you don't have efficient business operations, what does that mean? Probably don't have a good business to run. It probably won't make as much money as you would expect. But think about this. How would you, with the current business that you have, how would you make sure your business runs operates efficiently? We're not talking about future plans. I've got business now.
Yeah.
It's making me 100,000 a year.
We're. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yours.
Yeah.
As a,
Because you look like eager to answer.
yeah, sorry. Sorry semua.
Yeah, remember the rules we share with stories?
Yeah,
And
what
we
stays in
learn from
Vegas
each other, yeah.
stays in Vegas. What happens during stays in Vegas?
Participation. No, that one.
As a manager of my business,
Yeah.
business operations, I make sure that we can find contacts outside the country and share our because we're selling our own brand.
So your business operations now is selling or sales, right?
Yeah.
So one of the key things that you have to make sure sales is efficient is ensuring that
Collaboration that
collaboration
business
and
is
Alright, okay.
surviving lah.
Yeah. What about baking, Chef?
Um,
Baking operations. Is it baking, right?
Yeah. I feel like be more involved
Yes.
in the day-to-day operation.
Why is that?
Because like sometimes, like in day-to-day operation, like if we're baking, like
Yeah.
sometimes I need to see how the staff is doing, like how and everything, like the recipe and everything.
So the baking process
Yeah, the
itself,
process itself.
you have to make sure it meets the specification.
And then
so
observe
that so that your product tastes really really nice. Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah. So that's actually making sure that the end product meets your the specs. Okay. Tender contracts. So how do you make sure that you get awarded a contract?
Of course, we will do the monitoring and
Yeah.
guidance to the tendering staff,
Yeah.
making sure that we understand what and because sometimes for them maybe they only not understand the question.
Yes.
That's the profit, but they move it through the contract.
Right.
So my role is to ensure that they will understand what the requirement and what the requirement.
Okay. Excellent. What about you guys? What's your current business operations?
We're doing F&B business.
F&B, okay.
Some drinks and food.
So what is the business operations that you're focused on?
So our concern now is we're finding inspiration we're looking to hire more employees to in helping us to do admin work. For now, I think we're too involved in the operation, too involved with too many works in admin and operation.
So
So
you're
we're
making
so we need to seek guidance.
Okay.
What are
Okay. So yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah. All right. So yeah, again, whatever operations you're doing now is something that you need to make sure it runs efficiently before moving on. One thing about what I know about tendering is you need to have a tender plan. This all comes in a plan. My specialty last time and is still now is planning. So what I always preach is spend 80% planning. If you spend 20% planning, which means your plan is like haphazard, okay, I'll do this, get that. You spend 80%, what we term as firefighting. Yeah? Firefighting means to say, oh, you stumble into something, oh, I need to do that again, and it wastes your time and energy. So you spend a lot of time, 80% at least of planning, like what we've done, we've planned the session. Okay, we're still struggling with the timing, but at least we've got at least 80% of what we want to deliver out. Yeah, so that's my my take on that. Okay, I think that's it. Aisha, we'll do the discussion session after this. Yeah, take conscious of time. We've got another 40 odd minutes. Over to you.
Thank you.
This
Round of applause
is
to Ian.
You're welcome.